Welcome back to Crimson Ed Talks. Now, Anderson, I know that you're really dedicated to student success and you're leading one of our most innovative programs, Launchpad. Can you tell our listeners what Launchpad masterclasses are all about?
Absolutely. All right. So Launchpad is one of Crimson's most exciting new services. Launchpad is a combination of two things. Number one, it is an exclusive community where some of the most ambitious students on the planet, our Crimson students, network with each other and access hours of monthly free events where they learn how to do candidacy review, where they put themselves into the shoes of an admissions officer so that they can really see how profiles are assessed and built to maximize their chances at these top universities, but also career development events where we invite experts and professionals in different fields to come and talk to our students about how it is that they do their jobs and what are the most important lessons that they learned going through the university process in order to get there. So in summary there, Launchpad is a combination of all of these different university application guides, but also an opportunity for students to figure out, what do you want to do, not just at university, but for the rest of your life, and what is the best way for you to get there. Students log on every single day to Launchpad, and when they're there, they learn to build all of these different competitive skills. They meet all of their future co-founders because they're networking with one another and also with these founders of really important companies, and they explore a big treasure trove of extracurricular and leadership development opportunities that we offer them on our platform.
And can you give me some examples of how a student might use this tangibly? Like, what are some competitions they often train for in the program? How much time are they spending in the Launchpad classes? Give me a flavor for sort of how this looks through the student's day in the life.
Yeah, absolutely. So a student who wants to take part in a leading international competition, say something like the Conrad Challenge, right? This is a great innovation competition for students interested in science, in STEM, and it's run in association with the NASA Houston Space Flight Center. So a student who wants to participate in a competition like that, one of the big struggles that many of our students at Crimson have is that they are by far the most ambitious and academically talented and motivated student in their school. But when you're participating in a competition that needs you to form a team, then you want to work with the other most ambitious, most talented, most motivated students the world over. So through Launchpad and through the masterclasses that we run specifically for these competitions, we pair students together into these teams through their ability to connect with other highly motivated, highly ambitious students through our Crimson network. And then working with all of these other Crimson students, we pair them up with mentors who were previously judges for these competitions or who previously won them themselves in their high school days, so that on a weekly basis, they can get really intensive one-on-one feedback or one-to-a-group feedback on how they can make their submissions to these competitions as strong as they possibly can be.
Now, one of the great benefits of Launchpad, in my opinion, is many students come along and they have no idea what competitions are actually available. How does Launchpad help students discover more competitions than they thought existed? How does that work? Or is it kind of a home for someone who already knows what they want to train for?
It's both. So for the world's leading competitions, we will almost always be running a masterclass on them at some point because we know that our students are coming in with really clear goals and really clear ideas of what it is that they want to do. But for every John Locke essay competition, there are a million Northwest London medicine essay competitions or an essay competition that really focuses specifically on the dynamics of linguistics and psychology. Right. And so what we do is that as part of our preparation programs, where we are teaching students fundamental skills, throughout we're also recommending them all of these lesser known opportunities, which can really allow them to stand out in an application, not just because you have a much higher chance of winning a competition if it's not something that 100,000 students every year are doing, but also because some of the competitions that exist out there are really, really tailored to specific kinds of students and really reward students with a very particular niche interest and a very particular set of skills that will allow them to excel.
Anderson, I've got to say a huge congrats. Launchpad is playing a transformative role in so many of our students' lives. I have so many personal Crimson students that love Launchpad. They thrive in it. Launchpad helps them get new honors and competitions. It's incredible what you've been leading and building. It's been a pleasure speaking with you today.
Thanks, Jamie. Pleasure talking to you too.